Hi everyone, thanks so much for watching. In today's video, I'm gonna go through my morning skincare routine. So I did film this video probably 7 months ago, I think. It's one of the first videos that I put up on YouTube. And I just wanted to go through and update it. It's pretty much the same routine, but the video is, because it's one of my first ones I filmed, it's a little bit cringy. So I just wanted to update it. I just wanted to have a new one. I link that video all the time in my other videos whenever I mention my morning skincare routine. So again, it's the same. I don't think there's really any changes. If there are, they're minor. The very same products even, I think. So just an updated version of that video. So I did film myself putting all of these on, and I'll show that at the end just so you can see an unedited real-time application for these products. It just takes a couple minutes. So a couple of disclaimers: I'm not a doctor, dermatologist, skin specialist, esthetician, none of that. So this is what works for me, and these are the products that I use. If you are gonna do anything skincare related, you should definitely research it yourself and look into it. But I do get people asking what I use, so I thought, just put it out there. This is what I use and this is what works for me. I am 46. I have dry skin. So that's where I'm coming at with these products. If you have oily skin, I'm not sure that all of these products would be well suited for you. So I have aging skin, I have dry skin, I have crepiness, I have discoloration, hyperpigmentation, melasma, I get the occasional breakout, all of those things. So this is what I do. Now, in my previous video, I said that I didn't go in with a cleanser. And so that has changed a little bit. I have started using a morning cleanser because I am going in a little heavier with my moisturizers at night, and I feel like using the warm washcloth, like a washcloth with some warm water on it, is tugging a little bit at my skin to get that nighttime skincare off. So I'm just going in with a little bit of the CeraVe. This is the hydrating cleanser. It's the same one I use at night. I love this cleanser. It's creamy, it's soothing to my skin. It just feels like I'm putting on a lotion. I don't feel like it disrupts my moisture barrier on my skin. My skin doesn't feel dry or tight when I'm done with this. So I go in with this, a warm washcloth, quick, just takes me a minute. And mostly, again, just to remove that nighttime skincare, just the lotions that are left on there. And then I immediately go in with the Timeless HA spray. This is the rose extract one, and it has Matrixyl 3000. So I love this product. I love a face mist. I use them morning and night. So I feel like when your skin is dampened, I don't want to say moist, some people don't like that word. When your skin is dampened, I just feel like the other ingredients that I go in with go in better and easier. So this has hyaluronic acid in it, which helps hydrate. It has aloe, which helps hydrate. It has glycerin, which helps hydrate. What else is in there? Yeah, hyaluronic acid, rose oil, aloe, glycerin, and Matrixyl 3000, which you will see me talk about in this routine, so I'll get more into depth with that. But it's just hydration. It's all of those are hydrating ingredients. The skincare that I go in with is only really a handful of brands, so most of them are very affordable. I do think the Timeless is affordable. However, because I'm in Canada, I have to pay exchange and shipping, which is a little bit high. This is a brand that's out of the US. So for me to get this, typically I take the price of the products and I double them. I think this is about $13, somewhere in there. I'll link all the products with their prices and links on how to get there below, but I love this product. I've been using it for, at least a couple of years, I would say. It's just a great hydrator and I love it. And the thing I like about the Timeless, as well as the Ordinary that I use, is there's only a handful of ingredients. Really, I think there's 5 or 6 ingredients in this product, just what's needed in there to make it work. No fluff. None of these products I use have all of that fluff. So that's the other thing, is I wanted effective products with ingredients where the science backed those ingredients to show that they worked, but I didn't want to pay $100 for a serum because I feel like the products I have are very, very effective at a reasonable price point. And so that's where I'm at. I want products that work, I want minimal ingredients, and I want them at a reasonable price. And I feel like that's what I've got here with this routine, and this routine works really well for me. So I go in with that. The next product I go in with is my vitamin C. Again, it's from Timeless. This is the large bottle. I purchase it like this, and then I just take a little bit and dispense it in. This is just another glass container that I had from an ordinary product. And you want to put it in something that's the dark glass because you don't want it to get exposed to light. And also you don't want to just keep this in your bathroom because even though this is, I think this is an airtight pump, this product takes me 6 months to go through. If I keep it in the fridge, I get that out of it. If I was to keep this whole container in my bathroom, it would oxidize. And when it oxidizes, it's just not as effective. So when I first get it, I'll just show you here how it looks. It's a clear liquid, and that's how you want it to be. So this is an antioxidant. In my morning routine, I go in with 3 antioxidant serums. That's what I want in my morning. I want antioxidants. I want things that are going to boost my skin's protection from the sun and the other irritants and pollutants and free radicals that my skin comes into contact with in the day. So vitamin C is very important to me. I noticed a huge difference when I incorporated vitamin C into my skincare routine. This Timeless vitamin C it's like water. It's a clear, should be clear, don't use it, replace it if it starts to oxidize and changes. But you can see it's a water serum. I don't feel like it has really much of a scent. I mean, certainly none of the products I use have added fragrance, except there is rose oil in that. But yeah, and it's immediately gone. So it works really well under makeup. So vitamin C is great to increase collagen. I've also heard dermatologists say that it increases the effectiveness of your sunscreen. It helps with a dull complexion. It helps to brighten the skin. It helps with discoloration and hyperpigmentation. It just helps boost your skin's natural ability to fight off the environmental pollutants that you come into contact with, the free radicals from the sun, and just those everyday stressors that our skin comes into contact with. For me, vitamin C is one of my top 3. I know I've talked about this in other videos, but vitamin A, vitamin B, and vitamin C. Those are the 3 that I want to incorporate. Your vitamin A is your retinol. That's in my nighttime skincare routine. Your vitamin B is your niacinamide, also in my nighttime skincare routine. And then vitamin C, because it's an antioxidant, that's in my AM, my morning skincare routine. So that's the next product I go in with. Then I go in with my Timeless Coenzyme Q10 Serum. It is a very light serum. It's kind of yellowy in color, and it's very, very thin. So just a little bit thicker than water. This is my favorite serum to put on my face. This makes my skin feel hydrated and plumped and just healthy. I absolutely love this serum. Again, I'll link it below. I think it's about $25 from Timeless. If you're gonna order from Timeless, watch for sales. There's always sales on the go with them, kind of with every major, like Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Mother's Day. Like they always have sales with those different things. So again, this is an antioxidant. Like I said, I go in with 3 antioxidant serums in the morning. So all the things the vitamin C does, this also does. just helps with environmental pollutants. This also has hyaluronic acid in it, which helps hydrate. It has aloe in it, which helps hydrate. It has Q10 or CoQ10. What else is that called? Oh, ubiquinone, I think is how it's listed on here, but it's an ingredient that's been studied for years for skincare. It's been shown to rebuild collagen and elastin, and so it's a great ingredient to add. It's in lots of skincare products, but it is in this one, as well as Matrixyl 3000. So I use the Matrixyl Synth 6 in my evening routine, and I use the Matrixyl 3000 in this product in my AM routine. It also has been shown to increase collagen or maximize collagen production. So as we age, we lose collagen. And I know there's been lots of studies that have shown that putting collagen topically, like just straight collagen topically on your skin, it's too big a molecule to penetrate through. So I think more recommended is to add products that increase your body's natural ability to increase collagen. I do take internal collagen as well. I take a collagen supplement, so I take a bovine collagen. It's in my morning coffee. So I take it for a lot of reasons. One of them is skin health, plus hair, plus nails, and joint health. So, and I do feel like the internal collagen I take helps with all of those things. I use the Vital Proteins collagen. I'll link it below, but yeah, it is part of my morning skincare routine, although I don't put it on topically, so I take it internally. But I love this product. I've been using it for years, and of all the serums I use, I feel like this one really helps my skin feel healthy. Okay, and then the last active morning skincare serum I go in with is this one from The Ordinary, and it's the Resveratrol. Again, it's an antioxidant. This one is a little bit oily in texture. Again, comes in the dropper. So I put this on last of all my serums because it is a bit oily, and I don't want that oil in there to block any of the other active ingredients I put on. So I put that one on last. Again, it's an Ordinary product, so there's no fragrance in it. There's just the products in there that need to be in there. It's a 3% resveratrol plus a 3% ferulic acid. Again, that's an antioxidant serum. Resveratrol is fairly new, I think, as far as some of these ingredients for being studied. I know there are some people that talk about taking resveratrol internally as a supplement and that they've seen that that has helped their skin health. I put it on topically. That's just my preference. I prefer not to take a ton of supplements. But that, again, it's an antioxidant, so it fights, you know, all the visible signs of aging, discoloration, hyperpigmentation, fine lines and wrinkles. And because it's an antioxidant, it just is that extra layer of protection for my skin. So then those are kind of my active ingredients that I go in with. And then I tend to go in with a face oil. My favorite, and I use a face oil morning and night, and this is the Josie Maran Argan Oil. This is my favorite oil that I use in the morning. I have a few, like The Ordinary makes a argan oil that I like. I do have it. I just prefer this one. And it's just a texture for me. Again, it comes in the dropper. I mean, it's just gonna look like an oil to you, but when I put this on, I feel like this has the ability to just really sink into my skin, and that's what I want in a morning oil. It just is smoothing, is how I would describe the texture of that oil. It has a very light, just that argan oil scent. I've been using the Josie Maran Argan Oil for a long time, and I really like it. There's lots of great face oils. This one is a bit pricey. You certainly don't have to spend this to get a nice face oil. Again, The Ordinary makes one, Timeless makes one. There's lots of brands out there. You just want something that doesn't have a lot of other things in it. So I prefer an argan oil in the morning, and then in the evening I use the rose hip seed oil from The Ordinary. But this is a great oil. I love it. and I've been using it for a long time. After my face oil, I go in with a sunscreen. My favorite sunscreen that I use is this one. It's the Australian Gold Mineral Lotion Non-Greasy Antioxidant Rich UVA UVB All Mineral Sunscreen, and it is tinted. It's a 50 broad spectrum. I love this product. I do think recently they came out with, I'm almost out, but I'll show you the other two sunscreens I want to use up first before I repurchase. But you can see that it does have a tint. For me, it's just the right amount of color in that tint. I just feel like it gives me a little bit of a sort of a blurring effect. So there you can see that's just absorbed right in. Like I said, I think recently they came out with this exact same sunscreen in different shades of the tint, which is nice. When I'm using an all mineral sunscreen, I feel like the tint is nice to add in because then it's not as white cast as it is without the tint. I love this sunscreen. I've been using it for years. It gives just, like I said, that nice tint to my skin. I feel like the 50 all mineral is a nice strength for me. I don't have irritation from this, whereas if I go in with a chemical sunscreen, I do get some irritation, so my skin prefers an all mineral. I love this. It can be a little bit drying. So because I go in with so many hydrators first, this works well for me. If I had dry skin and all I was using was this, I think I would find it drying. So just keep that in mind. So that's my morning routine. Some other things that I have that I think are good options for sunscreen. This is the Ulta MD UV Elements Broad Spectrum SPF 44. This is a all mineral sunscreen. It is also tinted. It also has hyaluronic acid in it. This product, let me show you what this one looks like. It has a little bit deeper of a tint than the Australian Gold one. This one is nice. It's less drying than the Australian Gold one, and I do like it. But I prefer the Australian Gold one. I find that this one just takes a little bit longer to soak in. And I feel like because the tint is a little darker on this one and I'm so fair, along my hairline and in my eyebrows, I have to be very aware to sort of blend that in or you can see it. So that's just, I think because I'm so fair, I think if you have sort of a fair to medium skin tone, I think this would be fine for you. And then another one I have is this one by Paula's Choice. It's the Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense Broad Spectrum SPF 30. It says for normal to oily combination skin. This has resveratrol in it, which is nice. And again, it is a tinted sunscreen. There's nothing wrong with this one. I just don't like it as much as the other two, and I can't even really say why. It's just one of those products, it's lighter, it's definitely thinner than the other two. Again, there's nothing wrong with it. It feels fine on the skin, but when I'm in my drawer reaching for a sunscreen, it's always this one. I always reach for this one first. So I'm almost out of this one and I'm gonna force myself before I purchase it again to try to make a pretty good dent in these because I just haven't. So those are kind of the three sunscreens that are my top three right now. A product that I used to use in the morning, and I would use it after my vitamin C, but before my Coenzyme Q10, I used to go in with a chemical exfoliator, and this is the one from The Ordinary. This is the Lactic Acid 5%. It's a great product. If you're looking to add a chemical exfoliator into your skincare routine, that's where I would add it. Before I was using a prescription strength retinol in my nighttime skincare routine, I would go in with a morning chemical exfoliator. I used to use the 10% lactic acid. Now I'm down to the 5% lactic acid, and actually I can't even really use it right now. I'm just trying to get my skin used to the prescription strength retin-A. Once I have that down to where I can use that consistently without irritation, I'll try to add a chemical exfoliator back in. For one, I don't need it right now. My skin, I feel like with the retinol or retin-A, it doesn't need any more exfoliation. It just can't handle it. So I'm not currently using a chemical or even a physical exfoliator for that matter, because I am trying to go in with that prescription strength retin-A. But this is a great product. If you have dry skin, this is a great one to use. And if you have sensitive skin, the lactic acid is the one that I would start with. I think it's one of the most gentle chemical exfoliators you can use. So that's my morning routine in a nutshell. I will insert a clip of me using these products so that you can see them in action. It just takes a couple of minutes. I think people think that it costs more than it does, it takes longer than it does, and there's just more involved. And you know what? There isn't. And I feel like just be careful. Go in with one product at a time. See how your skin does with them. But I feel like all of these products work so well for me. I wanted to share that. So again, go in slow, do your own research. Okay guys, so real-time morning skincare routine. There's nothing on my face. I used a gentle cleanser. I'm just barefaced right now. So the first thing I go in with is the Timeless HA spray. This is the rose scent. I love it. Then I go in with vitamin C. So this is the one that I've dispensed into this other bottle. And I take kind of half a dropper full. And I put that everywhere except my eyes and right on top of my lips. Now normally when I do this, I'm not fully dressed because it's first thing in the morning, and so I take it right down onto my chest, but for YouTube I'm not going to do that. So this is the Timeless Coenzyme Q10, and again I take about that much. I don't know how many drops, I don't count it out. This one I do take right over my eyelids and right up under my eyes. And again, my neck, backs of my hands. Normally I'm not fully dressed, so again I would do my chest and up my arms a little bit. Then I go in with the Resveratrol. I take 3 drops of this, 3 to 4 depending. And I don't put that around my eyes or directly over my lips. Then I go in with the Josie Maran Argan Oil. Not super precise. On my eyelids, right up under my eyes. And then sunscreen. Take about that much. That's maybe hard for you to see how much that is. I should have done it on along my fingers so you could see, but it's probably 2 full fingerfuls. I think they recommend half a teaspoon. I would say that that's at least that much. It might even be a little bit more. Now again, normally I would do, down a little bit further down my chest, but because I'm filming this, I'm dressed, so. But I do get my ears, right down my neck, backs of my hands, and normally up my arms a little bit with that as well. So that's it. A couple of minutes, 2-3 minutes maybe that takes. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you would subscribe, that would be amazing. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye everyone.